What's up, my Laker family? You know who it is, baby. Singing that lullaby. Oh la wee wee, oh la wee wee. Anyway, it's your man Urban, and you know when I'm coming. I'm coming with our Lakers Unchained video based on Lakers who either signed with us, well, who are signed with us, and most likely, hopefully, are going to re-sign with us. AKA my man JC. You know what I mean? But only I got two more left, and that's only my man Lou Williams and my man Nick Young. But I'm gonna do Nick Young today, and why I'm gonna do Nick Young? Because I'm gonna address some of the things a lot of fans have like turned away from. Just remember, a couple years ago when we didn't have nobody, Nick Young was the face of the Lakers, and we even got to the point where we posted up a sign in LA, the "Bring Back Swaggy P" sign. You know what I mean? Because he was like the only focal point. But once we started getting players, we quickly got away from Nick Young. Yeah, Nick Young had some problems. He went through the situation with him and D'Lo. I'm not going to address that because that's in the past, and they're both men. They got over it. So shall we, because we're fans. We should not hold a grudge to a man because we all make mistakes, like the word says. And the Messiah said to the disciple when they brought the whore to him, he said, "He that has not sinned cast the first stone." So we all have sinned. So let's not beat the brother down, or D'Lo for that example as well. So anyway, I'm going to go back to a post, and this is back in 2007. And I just want to show you something. And when I read this, you're going to kind of relate that, damn, this dude haven't changed, right? So I'm going to read this post, and I'm going to give you my synapse on some other things that I think can happen with Nick Young under the Luke Walton system. Because I believe that system will work tremendously for that young fella, only if he can play within it. So with that saying, this is from Matthew Moore, and he reads off his Nick Young strengths and weaknesses. I'm gonna start with the strip, and when I read it, I'm like, wow, it's the same guy. It has not changed. Just like my man Don Tizzle said back on a couple of months ago in on Mike Lakers Talk video. Anyway, it's a Young is a throwback player who really understands how to employ the mid-range jumper ball. Handling ability is above average. Will use a number of spins, hesitation moves, and crossover to gain separation for his pull-up jumper. When he moves without the ball, he shows solid ability to work off screens and convert catch and shoot plays. Creative player who makes even the most difficult shot look easy. Has three-point range on his jump shot. Not a bad finisher when he drives to the basket. Has an in-good set of physical tools to be competitive defender on the next level with long arms. Well, the defender part, I kind of like. I mean, even though Byron Scott said that he has improved, I can't really say so because in reality, he didn't really get that much time to actually show me that he has improved. You know what I mean? Maybe in practice, but I didn't really see it. I mean, there was spurts where him and D'Angelo against the Atlanta game, where Atlanta blew him out, where both of them didn't get back on the fast breaks. Like when Al Horford or whoever was squared the board, Millsap, they would lob it out to Ken Bazemore, whoever, and these guys were on the run scoring. And actually, when most likely when you plan a set, it is the guard's duty to get back, to get back on defense, to get the other guys opportunity and time to get down there to defend. But if you're not getting back on defense and you watching them pass the ball down to the open guy, where you see the guy running past you, where Nick Young and D'Lo just stood there and watched on so many occasions and just let these guys score. If you don't believe me, go back and find some videos on YouTube where they play Atlanta, where Atlanta blew them out. And this is after the D'Lo, when D'Lo went 7 out of 8 games where he scored over 20-some points and really looked good. I think it was in between that. I'm not too sure. I think it might be before it or in between. I think it might be before it. Something like that. I think Cleveland was the last one. So it might be before that. But anyway, I'm going to go back to it, what he said about the defense. So he says he's a competitive defender on the next level with long arms, size, and decent athleticism. Possesses a solid understanding of the game and is very fundamentally sound. Post-up skills are advanced as he welcomed the opportunity to shoot his turnaround jumper defensively when motivated. Young can be a real force playing the passing lane for each steal. Fearless player with a great deal of confidence in his ability and above average rebounder for his position thanks to his long arms. Now the weaknesses. Now these weaknesses are almost similar to how he's playing right now. All right. Goes through periods in games where he will settle for the jumper instead of driving to the basket and drawing foul. Doesn't get to the line as much as he should because of this. Doesn't always maintain a high level of intensity on defense. Some question has been raised as to whether he has the killer instinct and toughness to consistently compete. He isn't a mind-blowing athlete, but above average, had a bad habit of standing around at times instead of moving without the ball when guarded by a great athlete. Young lacks the explosive first step needed to get full separation from his defender. Could stand to work on adding more upper body strength to his frame, as he doesn't always finish after contact. While he has three-point range, he can go through periods of inconsistency. Defensively, he has a bad habit of reaching for steals instead of concentrating on his footwork. Often Young can get himself into foul trouble. Now, with that being said, I mean, it ain't too much change from Young. I mean, like you said, he all he likes to do is shoot the jumper. He sometimes he shows like he don't even want to be on the floor. I don't know. The guy sometimes he just doesn't have that killer instinct like the article says. Now, with that being said, under Luke Walton's system, he has no choice. It's either going to be do or die for him this year. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's either you're going to come play or you just going to be gone. I mean, simple as that. I mean, somebody else might pick him up, but this is his only opportunity to really get going in an offense that really fits his game style. What I mean by that, like I said before, the triangle motion offense is based on the three ball. This will basically benefit Nick Young. Like they said, he used to be a catch and shoot player. Now, if he can get back to that method of catching and shoot, he will be a good addition coming off the bench, banging that three under Luke's Walton system. Guys find him, he can bang the three. He definitely going to get playing time because Luke is definitely going to give him a chance to play. Because, like I said, the guy wasn't too bad a couple years ago. Byron Scott just didn't want to play him out there because, number one, he was hurting on defense. And then, number two, when Byron Scott gave him an opportunity, he didn't really showcase his ability. I mean, he was just some games where he had spurts where he might do so good, and then there was a lot of other games where he didn't do crap, nothing. So, with that being said, like I said, Nick Young, he definitely has to work on his defense. That's the number one priority. He got to start taking it to the basket. Like, if you got a lane and it's open, take it to the basket, buddy. Stop selling for the jumper. That's why I say I don't mind guys shooting jumpers, but like I was talking to Estras in the comment session. I prefer a person that can go to the paint more to draw fouls, because one thing about penetrating and going to the paint is that it's almost 90% guaranteed that you're either going to make that layup or get fouled. That's mostly if you're a superstar. And let's keep it real now, because there are regular players who go to the basket and get fouled is not going to get that many calls because they're not a superstar. But when you hit that superstar level or that all-star level, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a lot of foul calls. So, like I said, I would like to see guys go to the basket more and get an opportunity to draw more fouls. If you're just selling for the three-point shot, if it's there, you take it. I understand that. But a lot of times, don't always just run to it to actually just look for it. Take your tail to the basket and get a layup or something like that. But like I said, let's give Nick Young a chance, guys. I know don't be hard on the brother. He's still a Laker. I know some of you guys like throw him off the team. Get him out of here. This and that. But let's be fair with the guy. Just like we've been fair with D'Lo, Randall, and everybody else that played under Byron Scott's system. Let's be a little fair with Nick Young. Under Luke Walton's system. Let's get his brother a chance to see how he do this year before we start evaluating his game. Based off the previous season. Let's look at this season and see what he does. With that being said, it's your man Urban Lover. You know what I do, brother. I drop that news. Not drop, but drop that news on you. Yeah, I didn't say drop because this is ghetto news, baby. Straight from the gutter, straight from your mama's basement. Now, can somebody pass some wine over here? Brother, it's getting thirsty for all this lip movement. With that being said, it's your man Urban. Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all guys be safe out there. I'm out.